Adventure 10, Escape from Neverneath. The cursed tunnels below Castle Never constantly change. You must escape or be forever trapped underneath or underground. Alright. So in this adventure I have Regis, the thief, and I guess he's a rogue, and Drizzt, the ranger. One of the things that's different about this scenario is that there is only one healing surge shared between both heroes. They each start with an item, and the biggest difference is that in the beginning of this scenario, whenever I would draw an encounter card, I would actually place one of the cavern edge tiles on any free edge, if that makes any sense. So all of these would be, or there's 4 potential ones on this. I couldn't place it here because that's not really part of the path. But anyway, the whole point of it is I'm trying to escape, and the cavern is kind of collapsing upon itself, and I have to find the surface hollow. It's actually a broken door tile is when I would read something, and we'll get there, hopefully. And other than that, the heroes are going to lose if any of them have 0 hit points and no surge tokens, and they also lose if there's no available unexplored edges and the surface hollow tile has not been placed. So if all the exits from each tile have been closed off and there's no place for me to go, then I will lose. I think that's pretty much it. So let's have them there, and when I start the adventure I read, "The catacombs beneath Castle Never were once protected by powerful magic, but the spell plague corrupted the wards into a powerful trap. The bewitched tunnels now engulf intruders, imprisoning them forever in the abandoned halls. You have fallen into the tunnels below the castle, and if you don't hurry, you will be trapped underground." So I will start with Regis. His item lets him reroll a die, and Drizzt's is the cure potion. Your hero or an adjacent hero regains a hit point and ends one condition on them. So Regis, he has a speed of 6, so let's go 1, 2, 3, and just stand there. So that was his hero phase. Exploration phase, I will draw a tile and put that here, and yeah, I guess you can see it. It's a black arrow, so an encounter card is going to be, well, first let's get the monster out. Yeah, wonderful, it's the Drill Wizard. And then the encounter card, but since there is not an encounter, I'm going to have to place one of these. So we will put this over here to close that off. And then the bad guy's turn. Drill Wizard teleports to the tile with the most heroes. So let's put him there. Then attacks each hero on that tile with a blast of fire. So +8. So 7 and 8 against him is a miss. And then against Regis, that's going to hit. So a miss will do 1 damage to Drizzt and 2 damage because it was a hit to Regis. Already not looking good. So it is Drizzt's turn. He is going to start with, he'll do his first attack, Twinkle, and that puts the stance token on it. +6. 10 and 6 is 16. That is exactly enough to do damage to the Drill Wizard, so that's 1 damage to it. And then he's going to use Icing Death, because his ability lets him do an additional attack. Oh, I should have used Regis's ability, because then I could have drawn 2 monster cards and put 1 on the bottom. That was already a huge mistake. And you guys are watching and you're like, Jeb, why do you never remember? It's because I don't play these back to back. There's some time in between. So anyway, 13 and 6 is 19. It's going to do a damage, and that'll kill the Drill Wizard, so that's good. He's out of the way. So pull him off and get a treasure card. Harrowed experience. Play immediately. It counts as 1 experience. Alright. Okay, so now Drizzt can go, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and explore. So, draw the monster. It's a spider swarm, not a rat swarm, so that's a different one. Then the black arrow means a tile is going to get closed, or something's going to get closed off. So I will put it over here since I don't think I'm really going to be doing much that way. So let's do this. Okay, and then the spider swarm is going to activate. It is within a tile of a hero. It moves to the closest hero's tile and attacks with the venomous fangs. So moves here, and it's going to attack Drizzt. 13 and 7 is enough, and it does poison. It doesn't actually do damage. So Drizzt's poison. Okay, Regis' turn. He's adjacent to those spiders, so he's going to attack with, I guess it doesn't really matter, just Magic Mace, right? If the monster is adjacent to another hero. Yeah, okay. Magic Mace actually works out better because he gets to attack the adjacent monster, and if the monster is adjacent to another hero, he can attack it again. So let's do the first one. He got a 3, which fails. He got a 2 that fails, so we're going to... I don't know if I want to use the Scrimshot Charm on that. That's just the spider swarm, so... I'm not going to waste it. He just fails it. Let's have him go... I don't want to get poisoned, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then explore. It's a Dwarven statue. And the monster is going to be Hunting Party taught. Oh, actually, once per villain phase, when you would draw a monster card, you can draw 2. So let's do this. So draw 2. Oh boy. And pick either. Put the other card on the bottom of the deck. So the first card was a Hunting Party, which I draw 2 more monsters. And then the second one's a Feral Troll. So, no Feral Troll. That's horrible. I'd rather take 2 small monsters, but we'll see what we get. We got a Hypnotic Spirit and a Hunting Drake. So, here's the Hunting Drake and the Hypnotic Spirit. So they come out. Alright, so Hypnotic Spirit's going to attack. If it's within 1 tile of a hero, it moves the closest hero. It moves to the closest hero's tile and attacks each hero with a howl. So it's just going to, actually, yeah, it'll move here and then attack Regis. And I got a 1, so it fails. And then the Hunting Drake is going to move over and attack. 19, that's a hit, so it does 1 damage to him. Okay, so it is Drizzt's turn. He takes a damage from the poison. He's going to use Cure Potion to get rid of the poison and get an HP back. Then he is going to attack the Spider Swarm. 8 and 6 is 14. That's enough to kill it. So spiders go away. Get a treasure card. Spider Mask. In the immobilized condition on your hero is when I play it. So that was 1. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3 and attack the Hypnotic Spirit attacks everything, so we'll just attack that. Ooh, 4 and 6 is a 10. That's not good. We're going to use the Scrimshaw Charm to re-roll that. Wow. And Jeb's bad rolling strikes again. So that failed. So explore. that there. Monster. It's a Goblin Cutter. And then it will activate, moves to the adjacent, or closest adjacent hero, which is him, and attack with the dagger. So 15 and 7 is enough to hit, but I have Twinkle with the stance on it. It says I can remove my stance token from this card. When an adjacent monster hits, it reduces the damage by 1, so he takes no damage. So that was Drizzt's turn. It's now Regis's turn, and he's going to attack the Hypnotic Spirit. Is that better? Yeah. 17, so that kills it. And he gets an experience. I mean, treasure card, not experience. Item, Bracers of Blinding Strike. Use after an at-will power. Attack power against an adjacent monster. Use an at-will power against an adjacent monster. This ability can be used once per hero phase. So I'm going to put it on Regis so that he can get the double attack. And I'm not sure if that item needed to be on the field or if it counts now, because it's still after the at-will power was used. So I'm going to say I can use it again. And so I used the at-will power magic mace to kill that thing. So now I can use an at-will power against an adjacent monster. So Hunting Drake, I will use the magic mace again. 6 and 6 is 12. It's a miss, but magic mace says if there's a hero adjacent, another hero adjacent, it can attack again. And it doesn't matter, it was a 4 not an 18. 4 and 6 is 10, it's a miss. So that's it for him. And he's going to move 1 and explore. Okay, so first thing is the monster, Goblin Archer, and then the encounter card is no encounter card. I have to put in an edge tile. This is not good. Things are closing off pretty quick, so put that there. I guess it could be closing quicker, but I still don't like it. Alright, Hunting Drake's going to attack Drizzt. Got a 4 and an 8, so 12, it's a miss. Then Goblin Archer, not adjacent, is within 2 tiles. It attacks the closest with the barbed arrow, so it's shooting Regis. 8 and 7 is 15, so it hits him for 2. Ooh. Regis is not going to be making it, huh? Alright, so Drizzt's turn. I guess I could have used Regis's ability, which I forgot again. You think I'd learn, huh? So Drizzt, let's attack the Goblin Cutter first. So that's going to kill it. And I was using my Twinkle because I need that stance on it. Treasure. Mask of Disguise. Your hero does not count as the closest hero. Put that on Regis because he's dying. Then I can attack the Drake. Ooh, 20. That's good. So it's going to kill it, and I can spend 5 to level up. And I'm going to do that because it might be necessary. Spent the 5, leveled up, he gains 2 HP back, and he gets an additional daily ranger power. I'll do Inspirational Strike. Alright, so that was the Drake that died. And let's put the Drake over here. And that should be there too. All the experience to the side. And then now he will go. This is really bad because if I put a tile here and there's an edge, I can't really, I mean, I can put that there. But I don't know what I should do. 1, 2, 3. Ah, that's really not good because that knocked out any place I could put an edge thing. So draw a monster. Stalagmite, no monster. And then no monsters activate, so back to Regis. Regis is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to be adjacent to it. And then he's going to attack with Magic Mace. 14 and 6 is enough to kill it. So that's dead. Get a treasure. Wand of Acid Arrows. Alright. And then explore. Uh-oh, Volcanic Vent. You can't really see. I don't really have too much room to move it, but all it is there's nothing on either side. And there's the passage there. And I'm actually going to close that off so I don't have to go further down. But anyway, the monster, I get to draw 2 because it's Regis. And I'm going to take the Stalagmite again. And the Drow Duelist goes on the bottom. That's such a handy power. I cannot believe I keep forgetting about it. And then since it was a black arrow, I'm going to put this at the very bottom so there's nothing to worry about there. And I'll actually move this down for now. And that was Regis's turn. No monsters activate, so Drizzt. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And explore. Dwarven Statue. So this is really bad because there's only 2 places I can put the edge tiles. And the monster comes out. It's a Drow Duelist. And then it's white arrow, so no edge comes out. Drow Duelist, it will move adjacent and attack him twice, right? Yep, so first, 5 and 9 is 14, it's a miss. 4 and 9, it's a miss as well, so nothing happens. So it is Regis's turn. He is within 1 tile. I think he might do the Wand of Acid Arrows. Or he could actually do Ruby Pendant. Yeah, let's do Ruby Pendant. So attack 1 monster within 1 tile of your hero, which it is. On a hit, you can move the monster up to 1 tile, then deal 1 damage to any 1 monster on that tile. So 12 and 6 is 18. That's going to be enough to kill it. Because what it's going to do is it hit, move him wherever, and then he takes the damage. And get a treasure card. Flask of Oil. I'll give it to Regis as well. And then Regis is going to go 1, 2, and explore. And this is where I might actually need to spend 5 experience to negate the placement, because that is one of the rules for this thing. Is if I can negate an encounter card, it counts as negating the edge tile. So I only have 1, 2, 3 spots left, and I need to find that freaking broken door, which hasn't been happening. So anyway, let's grab the monster. So I draw 2, Goblin Cutter or Hypnotic Spirit. We're going to go with the Goblin Cutter. He is not as bad. And then for the edge thing, I'm going to spend 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to not place 1. Alright, and then Goblin Cutter is going to move in, and, oh actually, since he has the Mask of Disguise, he does not count as the closest, so he was 2 away from the closest, so he just moves 1. So no attack. That's actually pretty handy. So Drizzt, unfortunately, he has no ranged stuff. And I don't want to go over there just to attack that, so he's going to go 1, 2, and explore. Oh, this is the worst. Secret Cave. Heroes on this tile do not draw encounter cards. So that is a dead end, and there's only 2 spots left. So this is getting bad. Alright, so Regis' turn. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Actually, he was here. Can he... Yeah, he can use Ruby Pendant on it, so let's do that. 5 and 6 is an 11. It's a miss. And I can't use the bracers because he needs to be adjacent, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's go here, because that's on both. So draw. Great. Volcanic Vent. Draw 2 monsters, Spider Swarm and Spider Swarm, so I guess I'm taking a Spider Swarm. And then I need to place an edge tile. I cannot negate it because I only have 2 experience. Unfortunately, I think this is the best place to put it because if I explore there, that automatically cuts off 2 of the things. If I put it here, then there's potentially 3. So put that there, and then monsters activate. Goblin Cutter moves here. Spider Swarm will move here. And that thing just says, here does not count as... When a monster not on your tile, your hero's tile activates, your hero does not count as the closest, so I think it's just going to move 1 towards the closest, which is him, so it wouldn't even attack him. He's still hidden, so that's really good. So they finished. Now it's Drizzt's turn, and he's got to go all the way over there. He's got 7 movements, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he can move all the way over there for his entire turn. And this is going to be kind of annoying if everything goes down there, but oh, thank goodness, it is the broken door. Alright, so time to read. When you reveal the broken door, the shattered door reveals the only escape from this cursed cavern. You have found the exit, but can you get out alive? Alright, so broken door. When a hero reveals it, place the surface hollow tile next to the closest unexplored edge of the broken door tile. Then each player draws a monster card and places the corresponding monster figure on any square of either the broken door or surface hollow tile. To escape, the hero must end his or her phase on any of the 4 squares at the far end of the surfaced hollow tile. As shown here, remove the figure from the board that hero has left. Alright, so pretty much what it's saying is these 4 I need to land on to escape. And I have to place this. So I'll put it right here. So I believe you can still see, kinda. Alright, there we go. Nope. I just lost part of the dungeon. It fell on the floor because it was hanging. Anyway, so I placed that there. So Drizzt was the one who found this. So first I need to actually finish putting the monster for the tile he explored, right? Well, actually, I don't know if that works. Because it just says when it's revealed, place it next to... Then each player draws a monster card and places. I guess I don't. So Drizzt gets a hunting drake, and we'll put it here. And then Regis gets a water elemental, and we'll put that the farthest away. Okay, and here is the important part of the scenario is now that the broken door and surface hollow has been revealed, I no longer put the cavern edge tiles on, but I go back to drawing encounter cards. So that's the bad part of this. So anyway, monster phase. for Drizzt, he only has the Hunting Drake, so it's going to move adjacent and attack him. 18 and 8 is 26. It hits him for 1, but he has the Twinkle stance on, so he doesn't take that damage. Now it is Regis's turn, and all we have to do is escape. So let's see, how can we do this? Attack one adjacent monster, hit or miss. If there is no other, that monster takes 2 damage. So Lone Wolf Strike would be really good, but it's not gonna be able to pan out because he can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should have put, no, it wouldn't even matter. How about the Water Elemental has 2 HP. That's annoying. Alright, I think I know what I'm gonna do. So both of the, or this has 12, that has 12, that has 14. So I'm going to use the Ruby Pendant against the Spider Swarm. And that's the one that lets me, if it's successful, I move that monster and then deal a damage to a monster on that tile. So I'm going to try it. 13 and 6 hits, so it's going to hit the Spider Swarm. And then I'm going to move it over here. And I think I'm going to kill the Drake. Actually, no, I'll put it here and kill the Drake because the Drake has higher defense than the Spider Swarm. So Hunting Drake is dead. Get a treasure card. Play immediately. It counts as 1 experience. Alright, so another hollow experience. And then now I can move my 6. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I could escape. Do I want to? Not yet. I won't escape. He's got the mask on, so it's not too big of a deal. So it's going to go to the monsters. So Goblin Cutter, he's going to move 1 towards the closest hero. The Spider Swarm is still there, so it's going to, on a tile with a poisoned hero, it's not, so it's going to try to poison him. And it's successful in poisoning Drizzt. And then the Water Elemental, not adjacent, it's not within 1 because he has the Mask of Disguise on, so it just moves 1 tile towards the closest hero. Alright. So Drizzt's turn, he takes a damage, and might as well just go straight for that Water Elemental, huh? So he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put him here. And then he's going to use the daily power that he got from leveling up. Inspirational Strike. Attack 1 adjacent monster. Each other hero within 1 tile of your hero can use an at-will attack power. So he is going to attack the Water Elemental. 5 and an 8 is a 13. The Water Elemental is a 12. So it does 2 damage to kill it. So that's gone. I'm trying to think, Regis did not explore, so he should have taken an encounter card. I messed up there, so let's see what that was. Each hero on a volcanic vent tile takes 2 damage. So here, Drizzt was here when that would have gone off, so he takes 2 damage. So that was my first mistake, right? Because Drizzt explored here. Drizzt was here when he opened the door, and then Regis moved that, so I missed that one. So now, after Drizzt goes, then he's going to have to draw an encounter. So anyway, got the Water Elemental's experience. Tunnel Map is my treasure. Used during exploration. Place the top of the dungeon tile stacked next to any unexplored edge. Place a new monster. You do not draw an encounter. Okay, so that doesn't matter really. And then Regis gets to use an at-will power, but there is no monster within 1, so he's kind of, that was a waste on that part, but it was good because it did the 2 damage to kill the Water Elemental. So, monster phase, There was no exploring, so an encounter card happens. Place a new monster on the start tile. This doesn't matter too much because the start tile, actually, you can't see it, but the start tile was the one that fell off the board, so it's way up here, way up here. So I placed him on the start tile. This will go here, and the Goblin Archer there. And then now the Goblin Archer activates, and he'll move one tile closer. And then it is Regis's turn. So Regis, he can pretty much leave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's on the stairs. And when is it when they end their hero phase on any of them? So he's there, he ends his hero phase. Done. He's out. So look at that. He can see the light. He's in the light. He can look down in the dark. He finished his turn, so I don't know if an encounter card goes off. Let's do it anyway. Without looking at it, take the bottom of the dungeon tile stack and place it on the top. Okay, doesn't matter too much. Actually, I could have negated it because I have the experience. Monsters activate. Goblin Cutter moves 1. Spider Swarm moves 1. And that's the end of there. So Drizzt takes a damage for poison, and it's his turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ends his hero phase. He's out, and we win. So victory is heroes win the adventure when each hero escapes the caverns. So that's it. That one, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of easy because normally when I played at least the other two games, I remember having to play them multiple times. This one, it got close to being really bad when I was in this area and there was only like 1 or 2 places to put these. I think I got really lucky with a lot of white triangles. That's actually the most I've seen in a while. So that helped out. And then Regis with his looking at 2 monsters, that is exceptional, and I need to use that more often because if I had brought out the troll guy, I would have been in trouble. I don't think I would have won this. But I was able to, so that's cool. So that was the adventure. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully I caught all the mistakes that I was making. If not, let me know that as well. Thank you for watching all this. We've got plenty of videos up. And until next time, bye.